We're here week 2, 28th January, and we're into week 2 of this series, growing my portfolio and how I plan to grow from 0 to 5K and from 5K on to 10K. All right, so I'm just going to recap my week, what I've been looking at and considering in terms of sealed products and potentially singles as well. So all in all, this video should go around 5 minutes, so you don't really need to be watching this. You can just have this kind of playing in the background with whatever you're doing. So let's get started. The sealed products I'm picking up is still looking at dollar cost averaging into prismatic evolutions, specifically the ETBs booster bundles. And as I've been having a look, if you can get the Costco bundles with the ETBs and booster bundles for around $250, I think that's a good play, because right now the ETBs are going for anywhere between maybe $180 to $200 depending on the condition of the box, and so booster bundles are going for about 100 or 100 plus Australian. So all in all, that's taking you a little bit over 300. So anywhere between 250 or below 300, including postage, I think it's a good pickup. We know that prismatic is still about 1 year early into its print cycle, and it's kind of set a good benchmark and prediction of the popularity. And people are still ripping these packs and still looking for the chase cards. It's got like master ball sets, it's got god packs, it's got a proven high volume of print runs, and so every time it's get printed, it gets pretty much eaten up. So it just goes to show the popularity and strong growth. That's why I'm very optimistic on prismatic, despite the poor rating difficulty in that. Going forward to other sealed boxes, looking into Japanese sets as well, particularly the V-Star Universe, which is the equivalent to Crown Zenith. The ETBs are roughly around $350, the booster bundles sitting around $200, and in terms of the booster box that's Japanese variation, you can get one for about $200. So anything below that in terms of auctions, I think is a good pickup, and that's what I'm looking to getting. I've already got one, and I'm looking to adding a little bit more. My cousin's currently in Japan, so if he can source some of the V-Star Universe, if there is any, that would be great. It's currently coming up to its 2-year end of its print run and cycle, so it's something that's going to be really popular. English has done really well, so therefore Japanese in my mind do also very well, so looking into picking up that as well. And a lot of people amongst the community also agree that Crown Zenith is really popular. Fun pool, chase cards as well, so you can see the growth in the ETBs and booster bundles as well. Alright, in regards to sealed, that's all done. Looking into singles now. I am looking into my recent pickups and collections has been on the Prismatic Evolutions Master Ball variant. So we know that there's the base one, there's the Pokeball, and there's the Master Ball, which we know that it's a really rare pickup. And to me, it's really interesting how low these prices are and how much you can pick them up for when you compare the pull rates. So statistically, it is equivalent to almost as close to an SIR equivalent. So that's around 1 in 1,300 packs. Sorry, 1 in 1,300. So considering that, it's quite interesting to me how these Master Balls are quite undervalued, in my opinion. So I've been picking up some of the popular ones. My main ones I'm looking out for are obviously the Eevee and the Umbreon. And so anywhere between 20 to 30 for the Eevee is good. And right now what I'm seeing on the Umbreon is pretty wild and crazy. You can get as low as 80 Australian to anywhere between 400 Australian. And that's so based on the condition of the card. If you look at the front, the texture is something to be mindful of. Print lines is something that's common. In terms of the back, edging, there's a lot of like English printing issues with white dots on the corners as well with the silvering. So that is something that's common, and that's why a lot of them have been sold as singles. And if you look on the market, you can see PSA, a lot of PSA 8s, a lot of PSA 9s, very minimal, very hard to pick one up. So if I can find a PSA 10, I'm thinking about picking it up. A lot easier than to find a card, because chances are it's going to be quite difficult. Moving ahead into February and going forwards, I don't know when it's going to take to get to Umbreon, but being patient on that, I'd love to pick one up. But I just find it really staggering how the SIR Umbreon, I know the art is more beautiful, but the fact that the Master Ball 1 variant statistically is a hard pull, it should be worth, in my opinion, more than what it currently is. So if I find an undervalued one play, I will be sure to be adding that into my portfolio and collection. So that's it, week 2 wrapped up, and that's how I plan on growing my journey from each week, from 0 portfolio to 5K and from 5K to 10K. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you taking that time. If you've got any comments or any feedback on this video, I would appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for next week's episode, where I will continue sharing and documenting my process.